So welcome back to Energy Balance Yoga. So, energy a bit all over the place, beginning of the year. If you're watching this at the beginning of the year, I don't know. And the card for today, and this week, in fact, from the Ascended Masters, beautiful. That's what we want, right? Flow of prosperity, Lakshmi. So, what's not to like here? Beautiful Lakshmi in her many-petaled lotus flower, and all these lovely things in the background. I think there's a little elephant. I guess I don't know if that's Ganesh. Anyway, and just all the beautiful things and the gold coins, all the lovely golden abundance of everything, which doesn't feel like that so much this time of year, but there's actually interesting thing. Just one more thing I'm going to say is I was listening to a beautiful podcast recently, Wintering, on or it was a series on Radio 4, and there was something she's saying about what looks like a dead tree in the winter where there's no leaves, but even then you can see the buds. So it's almost like they're most abundant at this time of year. So that's just a little side note. That's interesting. It's not all deadness, it's all kind of budding and waiting. And with that, let's find our flow. And again, the idea of this bud is a lovely idea when you're thinking about Buddha, nature. And you know what I've forgotten? It's going to take me a moment here. I've forgotten to plug in my microphone. This will make the sound a lot better. So it is worth me doing this. Sorry about that. This is just being completely out of practice. I think I have everything under control and then it just goes out the window. So here we go. Make sure hang on. Now the sound is good because I didn't switch it on. And we start again. Start again, my little buds. So we're going to make ourselves into a little bud, sitting on the floor. Let's just lively ourselves up and find our sitting position. Have a little rock side to side, just landing and feeling into your body. Yeah, just feel into your breath. Maybe it's the first time you've connected with your breath today, and don't worry, that's normal. I have to remind myself regularly. So just breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth, like a little candle breath. So it's a small little hole. Make the out breath a little bit longer whilst we just rock side to side. So all these different things, having a little rock and roll side to side, finding our seat, finding the ground, and also breathing into the nostrils, out through the mouth, and just let yourself land slowly, softly. Just feeling that little soft sway as you come to a stillness. Let the hands rest on the knees there. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Breathe in, lift the shoulders up high, let the arms hang. Release out through the mouth, and let the shoulders drop. And again, try that again. In through the nostrils, hold for a second and out through the mouth. Let them drop, exhale, breathe in. Let the shoulders drop. And let's just ease out these shoulders. They might be a little bit stiff from all the actions of the day, or inactions, or strange actions, or all these normal kind of human things we do, like sitting at desks and driving and laptops and phones. We're just going to bring ourselves back into a bit more of an equilibrium, rolling the shoulders forwards now, just using the shoulders, letting the arms just hang. We're not doing any of the action here. Okay, and then just let the hands rest on the knees again. Lift the chest. Just feel the length in the front of the body. Let the shoulders drop back. Feel the back of the neck getting long. So you feel that sense of lift here. Natural lift, there's no force. And then close the eyes. We're just going to chant the mantra on 3 times. 3 times. Breathing in. Let your sound out. Open the eyes if they're closed, interlink the fingers, give yourself a stretch up. So we're expanding, pushing the hands up, but remember to keep the shoulders down so we get this expansion through the elbow and just feeling your shoulder blades kind of squeezing together. So it's real lift in the chest, openness across the chest, front of the chest. And feel your breath. Yeah, lots of that good breath, breathing in and breathing out. Equal emphasis on both in-breath and out-breath. It's not your deep, big in-breath. Make sure you breathe out totally. Both in and out through the nostrils there. One more breath in. As you breathe out, lower the arms down, slowly to the sides. Let's give ourselves a little twist here. So right hand on the left knee, left hand behind us. So your hand is close to your back, forearm on the inside, so touching, forearm connected with your back if you can make that. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the crown, drop the shoulders. Exhale, coming from the belly first of all, coming around to the left. Keep the face facing forward if you can. And then inhale, lift from the crown. Exhale, bring the chest around to the left, the ribs, the left shoulder, always lengthening. Imagine your whole spine is getting spacious as you lift. And then finally, your left shoulder comes around to the left, and your face and your nose and your eyes and your head has to follow. But try and keep the head on top of the body rather than leading with the chin. Keep that chin tucked in. It encourages that spine to be long by lifting the back of the neck, and also keeps your alignment, keeps the balance. Every inhale, lengthen a little more. And on the exhale, long and slow, just moving into the space that has been presented to you with that out breath. Inhale one more time and untwist to the front. See how that feels. Have a little wriggle. Just see how that feels. Just coming into this more spacious body. Right hand behind, left hand on the right knee. Breathing in, lift the chest, drop the shoulders down, chin tucked in, really long, right from the base to the crown. Expanding beyond the body if you can. And then the belly's coming around to the right on the exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, the ribs and the chest coming around to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right shoulder is coming around almost fully right behind you. Drop the shoulders down, long neck. Back of the neck is lifting up out of those shoulders. And exhaling, twisting, looking behind you. Every inhale, lengthening. Feel the length in the side of the waist. Feel the lift of the chest. Feel the length of the neck all the time. Feel that spaciousness you're creating in your body. One more breath in and untwist slowly to the front. Again, have a little wriggle, just feeling that more energized, open body. Interlink the fingers in front of the body, breathing in. Breathing out, take the hands away, drop the head. So we're really thinking about creating space between the chest and the hands. Drop the head down so we can create space on the back of the neck. In this colder weather, you know, this damp weather especially, we kind of get a little bit contracted sometimes. And it's important to balance that out. We have to actively expand, create heat in the body, energy, space, and not succumb to the kind of, you know, staying under the duvet. Well, not all the time anyway. One more breath in and release on the exhale. Okay, interlink the fingers behind. So let hands rest on the back of the body there. And making sure you've got that, again, that chest already starting to expand on the back of the neck long, looking down at the ground in front of you. Inhale. Into the chest, exhale, take the hands back, take the shoulders back, open the chest. So really feeling that sense of chest coming forward, so heart is flying really strongly like an arrow up to the corner of the room. And the hands are going down, but also up. They're going backwards, but they're also going kind of up as well. As you squeeze those shoulder blades together. Real creating spaciousness in the whole chest cavity. One more breath in. And release on the exhale. Just see how that feels. Shoulders a little bit more lively now. Give them a little wriggle. Let's extend the legs out. They've been crossed for a little while. Let's just see how it feels to change that position. So having legs outstretched, maybe you want to just change your position or sit on a cushion. That's okay. Put the hands on the knees there, and we're going to do a little bit of a circle here, just warming up the lower body there, and also lengthen the spine. So again, lifting from the sternum, imagine that thread lifting you up. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale, exhale, keeping that length in the spine going forwards, and then around to the right as you inhale and lean back, and then around to the left and forwards as you exhale, keeping the shoulders down. So even the neck is staying in line. We're not taking the chin forwards. We're keeping this very integrated and steady. So we're keeping this line steady. It's kind of pivoting from this base, you know, it's kind of going round and round from the base. Exhaling as you lean forward, inhaling as you lean back. Just to stay connected with your breath, feel that sense of support from your breath all the time. When we keep ourselves or our attention even partially connected to a sense of our own breath, you know, this can really change things in our lives. It's not so easy. It takes practice. You know, everything worth achieving or you know, getting good at, when we come to the stillness again, takes practice. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a great thing. Breathing out, coming forwards and around to the right on the inhale and back, and the exhale coming forwards. And if the practice feels good, for me, yeah, the yoga feels good, then that's all the better. So the practice feels good, and the sense of, you know, accomplishment or sense of I've done something good for myself, and also the sense of improvement or expansion, enlargement of ourselves, connection to ourselves. This is all, there's just nothing not to like, really. Exhaling as you come forwards, inhaling as you lean back, and then we just lift the knees up. Let's give them a little rest. Let's come into this cosmic egg. Maybe it's a bud today. We're in a little bud here, very sleepy, dormant little bud, but there's all this energy inside it. So we're just holding ourselves, letting the face fall to the knees, expanding again the upper back, relaxing and releasing the back of the neck, breathing in and sighing out. Yeah, so need for, you know, a bit of expansion and keeping this seed nurtured and nourished. So we need to expand and move enough. We also need to really take care of it. We're storing up all this energy. And also slowing down a little bit, you know, it's a natural thing to do. So let's come into this egg. Taking the hands around the front of the knees, lift the chest, drop the shoulders down and back. So we've got this upright, engaged body, strong belly here. Come onto the toes and then lift the toes off the ground. So we've got this lovely balanced position. Make sure you sit forwards onto the sit bones. So have a sense of that as well. You're not kind of rounding here. If you can feel it in your abdominals, you're doing it right. That's usually the key thing, if you can feel it in the places you don't want to feel it. And breathe. You can even close your eyes as you're floating this little egg in space. The cosmic egg. The cosmic bud. Yeah, good. And then release. Slide the legs away. Bounce the knees up and down and do a little seat forward bend here. Good thing to do. So just rub the legs a little bit. Give them a little rub. Wake them up. And also just give yourself a little bit of good attention. You know, it's good. Self-massage, self-touch is so good for us, particularly in the colder weather. Take the fleshy part back. Legs together, toes pointing towards the ceiling. Unless it feels too strong, if that feels impossible, you can either sit on a block or cushion, or you can even soften those knees. Maybe you can put a blanket underneath them to support them. Inhale, extend up, look up at the back of the hands. So already I'm lengthening the front of my body, lifting the chest, and then I'm taking the chest forwards. The movement is led from the sternum. The sternum is wanting to come forwards, not the shoulders. I want to keep the shoulders back. I want to keep the neck long. Let the hands land wherever they want to without coming into this kind of different position, which is not really what we're looking for. Don't worry how far forward you go. This is not interesting. The quality is important. So find that position where you are slightly uncomfortable, not in pain, and see if you can just work with that. Find that all the time, looking at the toes, and the heart is wanting to move towards the toes there. So come away a little bit. Inhale. Feel that length coming right to the crown of the head, and then feel the chest, the heart is coming forwards. Close your eyes. Feel what's going on rather than judging what's going on. Often the looking can be a more judgmental point of view. So when we feel our experience, we feel the posture from the inside, or sensually, or sensorially, then it's more interesting way of experiencing, let's say. Good. Breathe deeply. Really focusing now on the out breath, making the out breath as long, as extended, emptying out as long as you can. And we're going to come out of this position now, breathing in, lift the arms up, exhaling, bringing the arms down, bring the hands behind you, and then either come into a front opening, so lifting the chest, and just hold that, or coming up onto all fours into a tabletop, up on the feet, or in a hip lift. So make your choice, see if you can hold there, keep breathing deeply to support you in and out through the nostrils. One more breath in, now on the out breath, lower down slowly. And then we're going to come on to all fours for a moment. Hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, and knees underneath the hips, feet flat behind. So nice supported body, soft elbows, nice, shoulders, everything has space to move. This is the good feeling. So we're going to just do a simple cat-cow. So breathing in, open the chest. So notice that what happens, I'm exaggerating this, I'm taking the shoulders back and lifting the chest and looking slightly up. That's inhaling. And the exhale starts from the base of the spine. So it's tucking underneath. I'm arching the spine fully, still breathing out. I sit back into the heels once I've really arched fully. Now I bring the elbows down, the forearms down, and the eyes are coming low down. So you're looking forwards to the front of the mat. Inhale, that scoops you up. Back to this position again, and tucking the tailbone under, sitting back into the heels once you're really arched, looking back towards the feet. And then the inhale, we roll back up again. Just feeling into your spine. Inhaling and rolling up, sitting back. Take your time. Do this at the speed that feels right for you. So and if you're not sure, just do it at the same speed as me and then just adjust. So you might want to go slower. You might want to go a lot faster. Whatever speed you go, see if you can really keep it steady and smooth and even, and particularly mindful. So you really are with what you're doing. You're really with your breath more than anything. The breath is leading, exhaling. The chin comes right into the chest. You're looking back. So we're arched up. Imagine the middle of the back as you come into that arch. So we're inhaling, opening the chest, really lifting the center of the back up to the ceiling, pushing up out of the hands. Inhaling. One more, exhaling. And sitting back into the heels and sliding the hands forward, bringing your forehead to the ground. And have a little rock side to side here. You can feel the forehead rolling side to side as well, giving the third eye a little bit of a wake up. Yeah, the space between the eyebrows. Okay, let's have a little move again with our spine. Keeping the hands, really extend the hands forward, spread the fingers nice and wide, so engage the fingers with the ground. Use the inhale to come up to all fours, and the exhale, take the hips forwards, open the chest, shoulders down, long neck. Open the chest, heart flying upwards to the ceiling. Inhale and exhale. Really feel that sitting bone or the tail is going back towards the back of the mat as you push back with the hands. Really exaggerate this for really just for the, for the good feeling that it gives you. Inhale, exhale, breathe out, empty out everything before the nice fresh new inhale, and then the exhale. Opening the front of the body, lifting the chest, lifting the heart. Inhale, exhale. Maybe each time you see if there's a little bit more breath that you can empty out. Maybe see if there's a little bit more breath that can come in. Maybe there's a little bit more expansion on the front of the body and openness across the front of the chest as you exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to do one more of these. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So energizing for the back and the body. Bring forward the ground. And let's just sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. Rest the backs of the hands on the ground. And have a little sigh here, a releasing breath. Breathing in through the nostrils. Out through the mouth. In through the nostrils. Let it go. Good. And then we slide the hands forwards. And get the hands really engaged with the ground. Use the inhale to come up. Keep the hands where they are. Breathing in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. Maybe it's been a while since you've done a downward dog. So let's have the knees bent to begin and just get into the spine from the fingertips to the base of the spine. Get it nice and long. Press those hands into the ground, but try to prevent the shoulders coming up around your ears. And the way to do that is to soften the elbows slightly. Get very long in the waist. Imagine someone's pulling your tail back. And we can get nice and long in the spine and we don't have to worry about the hamstrings, the backs of the thighs there. So have the knees slightly soft, the heels off the ground, or even bent knees as I've got here, just so you can get that length from the spine. Good. And then we can start to come into the downward dog more fully by bringing the heels down one at a time. Right heel down, left heel down. We're just going to play around with that, with the breath, breathing in and out. Bending the opposite knee, so you're pushing the right heel down, bend the left knee. You can make that quite exaggerated, just so you can kind of feel how that feels on the side of the waist and into the hip. Keeping that length in the waist. You're breathing into the chest, don't forget. And just settle into that for a moment. We're not going to stay here too long because we're not really that limbered up. Might be a bit strong on the backs of the thighs to start with. So we're just going to walk the feet towards the hands. And have a little bit of a repose by bending the knees, letting the body hang forwards. Don't forget, you can always rest your elbows on your knees as an alternative to the ragdoll. So let the body hang. Really feel the weight of the arms. Feel the shoulders hanging. Into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. Make some sound. Don't be afraid of your own sound. Give your body that sound. Body loves to make sound. And now we lift from the base. So bring your attention to the base of the body and start to lift up from there. Like you imagine energy is just climbing up through your spinal column. Keep the knees bent. Leave the arms hanging till last. They've got no energy in them until the very last moment. Until the chest lifts, the shoulders sit back in place. The head lifts and the arms kind of get a bit of energy in them. Yeah. Okay, now we're standing. A moment just to feel your feet. Lift the toes so we can feel our feet and place them down. Lift the heels off the ground and place them down. Let's do that again. Lift the toes. Really try and peel them as much as you can off the ground. It's really good to get more flexible in the toes. Lift the heels. So get flexible in the feet and bring them down. And just look at the feet as well, just to really anchor into your connection with the earth, feeling a sense of the ground. So staying with the breath. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the heels off the ground, bring the hands together above the head. Exhaling, the hands turn out, and you're bringing your heels slowly down to the ground. We're just getting with this breathing, moving body. Breathing in, lift the heels high, lift the hands high, push off those toes. Exhale, arms are coming down. We're trying to keep that breath in and out through the nostrils. So this is key. You know, if you can start to really decide how you're breathing. Am I breathing, you know, in and out from my nostrils? Am I breathing in from my nostrils and out from my mouth? Sometimes, in some practices, we breathe in through the mouth, but not very, it's very rarely. Breathing out. The nose is designed for breathing because it warms and filters the air. So that's it's a much better part to be focused for your breath, your nose. Coming up one more last time. Breathing in, stretch up, push off those toes. Exhaling, slowly let the arms float down as you breathe out through the nostrils. Bring the heels down. Yeah, just landing again. Okay, let's just roll the shoulders back. We're going to move and just engage with the whole body. Let the knees bend as this is happening. The elbows start lifting, waking everything up. Yeah. Easing into this practice like a little bud. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And then taking the shoulders forwards this time. Just the shoulders, arms are hanging. Getting them warmed up, letting the knees bend as well. Then again, lifting the elbows a little bit. Feeling this kind of flow and fluidity in the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And the whole arm go around. And just releasing the tension in the shoulders so that energy can be released also. Then we'll take the hands in front and behind. Again, waking up. Some of these little kind of hand claps really kind of brighten the space around you. And just wake up. Practice. Then take the feet apart, shoulder width or around or a bit more. Bend the knees, and we'll just come into the twists, loosen everything up. After the activation, loosen, let all that energy flow around your body, bend into the knees. Let the arms flop around, keeping your integrity, your center. Everything is just turning and spiraling off this beautiful center, from the crown of the head to the base of the body, staying nice and steady at our center. So we feel centered. We're earth, we're grounded, we've got our feet on the ground. And we're starting to feel more energized, I hope. So we need a bit more help with that. Let's sit the backs of the hands onto the lower back. Again, make some sound. Let your sound out through your mouth. And if you never make sound, now's the time. It's 2022. It's time to make some sound. And if you usually make sound, be louder. Breathing in. Yeah. And then get those knuckles either side of the spine. Get that energy rising up. Let's distribute the energy throughout the body. We get it up, going up through the spine, right to the crown, then it can just distribute from that whole area, energizing the whole body and assisting the body to do its natural thing, which is to heal. So we're taking the fingers, stiff fingers, pummeling the whole chest area. Yeah, make some sound. Yeah, feel the release that gives you. And then we'll take the hands to the jaw. Just release any tension that might have built up through the day in the jaw and the mouth. So you're just kind of getting into those cheeks as well. And then we'll do a little ear pinch. So we're just pulling with the thumb and the first finger, uncurling the ear edge, just pulling that out until it gets the lobes and just giving them a few little tugs there. And you can do that 2 or 3 times. Very nice. Very potent pressure points here on the ears. Good. Rub the hands together. Heat up the hands, and then we'll just shake out anything we don't need. And in fact, let's just do a little clear out. Good time of year to do that. So feet hips width apart. Check your feet again, just to feel that sense of ground. Now inhale strongly, look up, out through the mouth. Good. Yeah, let's clear out the old and bring in the new. Breathing in. It always takes me a little while to arrive into a new year. So, we need to just still reflect and let go of what's been before. Out through the mouth. And let the new slowly come in. Maybe we don't know what this year is about yet. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in. Good. Okay. So we're going to come into some standing postures rather. Come to the front of the mat. Triangle to start, Trikonasana. Feet, again, have a look at them. Wriggle the toes. Standing nice and tall, always thinking about the sternum. This is a very key part of here. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right, or triangle. Not too big a step, but a decent size, one of your leg lengths there. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Lift the whole body, lift those ribs, lengthen the waist. Keep that length as you bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the palms, open the chest. Exhale, reaching over to the left and down. Make contact with this left leg, reach up, let that right arm float up to the ceiling. Fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Drop the right shoulder back so you've got lots of length in the neck, and space here on the right side of the neck. Soften the knees, so just give those knees a little wiggle to remind them not to lock. We don't want them locked, we want them straight but not locked. And give the toes a little wiggle to check that you're not gripping. Let it go instead, let it go. We still have a sense of, you know, we're grounded, we feel the feet on the ground, but we're not having to kind of hold on to the earth. You know, the sense of, if you want to, a nice thing to think about for steadiness is feel the center of your foot, the arches lifting. It's almost like this sort of suctioning on the mat. Now use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down, bend into the right knee, come back to the front of the mat. Weight on the right, step back with the left. Ground and land both the feet. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Inhale, open the chest wide. Exhale, reaching over to the right and down. Make connection with that right leg, reaching the left fingers up to the ceiling. So spacious, keep that left shoulder away from the left ear. Long neck, soft knees here. Breathe. Breathe deeply. In and out through the nostrils. Open the chest. Think about space that you're creating with your breath in your body. Now use the inhale to come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's have a little moment to shake everything up. So, keeping the feet where they are, nice hips width apart, tight home. Knees are nice and bent, so we've got lots of room to shake the knees. And then what comes in? The hips come in, and the shoulders, so everything is just shaking. So you're kind of doing this little sort of shimmy, this sort of shimmy action. And again, make some sound. Release that tension in the body. Sound. Incredible power we have to make sound and to access a lot of release from that. So we should try it more and more. Let's come into warrior 2. Weight on the left foot. Big step back with the right. So remember to get that right foot, the back foot, the toes pointing slightly forward, but then get the hips level to themselves, nice and square, and facing the long edge of the mat. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Inhale, expand, open the chest. Exhale, bending into that left knee, checking it's going in line with your toes. So the toes are going straight forwards, the knee goes straight forwards. If it's not possible, you know, if your knee really doesn't want to go there, then align the toes with the knee. Don't twist the knee. Pushing back with that right heel. Let's move in and out of this just to kind of, again, create a bit of movement, a bit of flow to assist our flow of prosperity. The card for today. Exhale. See if you can go a little deeper. Inhale. You know, and for the flow of prosperity, it requires us to empty out. We create space for things to come in. So, you know, it's just as important to, it's a give and take situation. So we need to let go. We need to keep the energy moving. This is what prosperity needs: flow, movement. Movement of the breath, movement of the body. Encouraging movement all the time. Even in stillness, there's always movement there. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And this last one, we're going to sink into this. So particularly on this one, we're holding. Really think about the expansion between the fingertips, the lift of the chest, and that equal weighting between the feet. So really plant that back foot down, because it's more likely you're going to be putting more weight into the front foot, the left foot. Looking down that left arm into the future. Good. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the right knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Get the knees a little shake. Just a mini shake there, just to loosen them up. Weight onto the right foot, big step back with the left. Left foot pointing forwards, square the hips to each other and to the long edge of the mat facing. Inhale, lift the body, lengthen the body. Exhale, bring the arms to shoulder height. Drop the shoulders down, lift the chest. Inhale. Deeply. Exhale, bending into that right knee. So making sure the knee is in line with those toes. This is key. So you should be able to see the big toe on the inside of this knee here. Extend between the fingertips. Inhale, lift. So there's all a sense of lifting again from the chest. Exhale, sinking deeper down. Inhale, exhale. So as your knee comes forwards, really think about connecting that knee, the right knee, to the left heel. They're kind of balanced. There's a sense of balance between these two parts. Almost like there's an elastic band between them. And we're trying to keep an equal emphasis whilst you keep extending between the fingertips, keeping these arms really engaged, because it feels much more interesting and engaging and energizing to have these arms engaged. Good. One more breath in. Breathing out. We're going to hold this for maybe a breath or two. So again, evening the weight between the feet. Strong legs here. Lifted chest, long in the body. Focus on your breath. Sink a little deeper. Inhale, straighten up, lengthen up. Exhale, dropping the arms down slowly. Bend into the left knee and bring this up back to the front of the mat. Again, give the knees a little wiggle. Why not? Come into a wide leg stance here. We're going to come into a ragdoll, a wide leg ragdoll this time. So just soften the knees and just let yourself start to kind of disintegrate, just soften. We're just softening everything. Let the arms hang forwards and start to feel the weight of the head. Knees are bent and it's all hanging forwards. Again, you can always go halfway and rest your elbows on your knees if it feels too much to hang the whole body forwards. Let the whole body hang. You can let the arms be on the ground, however which way feels good. Sometimes it's nice to have the arms kind of slightly in front of you if you want to get a bit more release in the shoulders, the back of the shoulders. Sometimes you just want to have them behind you, if you like, or behind where your head is. You can try whichever feels better. I kind of have a feeling of wanting to have my arms in front of me here, just to get a bit more release in the back body there. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. Good. And now we're just going to slowly uncurl, lifting from the base again, leaving the arms hanging, keeping the knees bent. Slowly uncurl, keep breathing in and out. So we're using our leg power to help us come up to standing again. So keep the legs where they are. We're going to come in down again, but slightly differently. Interlink the fingers behind. Really thinking about opening this whole area. Good for expanding breath, of course. We really want to think about that. But also the front of the shoulders, which can get a bit stiff. So let the hands rest on your back. Inhale, look up, lift the chin, lift the chest. And exhaling, leading with the chin. Straight legs, but not locked knees. And then when you are fully forward bended, or you can't go any further, then let the arms come away from the back. And they're just letting the weight of the arms do the work here. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. And letting the arms just on the shoulders open. So giving it lots and lots of a long, long out breath, just to give the body a strong signal to let go and release. Now bring the hands still together, still interlinked, into the center of the back and draw a circle clockwise. Soften the knees here. And then we draw a circle anti-clockwise, and then we start to uncurl and come up to standing once more, while still circling and just giving yourself that nice treat. Okay. Let me bring the feet together. Give the legs a little shake. The arms a little shake. Okay. Movement and breath. So we're going to come into our half sun salutes here. If you haven't done these for a while, it's good. It's a good reminder, good bit of revision. So checking the feet again, let's lift the toes up again and place them down. And lift the heels up and place them down, just to get that connection with the feet and the ground. In hands together, keep your posture, very aware of your posture. Inhale, exhale, pointing the fingers down. Inhale, opening up the arms, look up. Hands come together, hands come away, lead with the chest, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, hands on the knees, look up to the ceiling. Straight legs, arms and back, and then forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Now lift up on the inhale, lift the arms, look up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees, lead. Keep this very long, the body here, as you come down. And then longer still, inhale. So we're really opening the chest, shoulders go back, and then exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms come down. Inhale. Exhale, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend, bend the knees. Inhale, lifts you up, lift the hands, look up. Exhale, release back to the beginning. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale. Exhale. You feel used to this, really play with the speed. Maybe you find it going really super slow. Could be more challenging, more interesting. Really think how it affects and impacts on your focus. Inhale. Exhale. This is how yoga never gets boring. You could be doing the same actions or postures over and over, but they kind of, it's like a layers of an onion, revealing constantly. Inhale. Exhale. And also, sometimes too much variety is good, but it can be overrated. Sometimes doing the same thing, doing similar things, and get more of a measure of where you're at. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Inhale. I'm going to speed this up. You can go whatever speed you want to go. You want to go with me? Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Touch the ground. Inhale. Look forwards. Exhale. Forward bend. Bend the knees. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale. Arms come down. We'll do a couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Inhale. Straighten the knees. Exhale. Forward bend. Bend the knees. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale. This is the last one now. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Touch the ground. Inhale. Look forwards. Exhale. Forward bend. Bend the knees. Inhale. All the way up. Look up. Exhale. Arms come down. Look forwards. Bring the hands together. Breathe. So we'll follow this, something softer, with the universal gratitude prayer. Inhale. Exhale, pointing the fingers to the ground. Looking down. Inhale. Peripheral vision goes out to the side, so you can see these hands just out to the edges here. And you see them as you look up and see them meet, and then they come down. This lovely line you're kind of drawing down through the center, down to the ground, looking down. Inhaling. Look up. Exhaling. Arms coming down. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. So it's a good time to appreciate everything that is. And when I say that, it's kind of easy to be grateful and appreciate the things that feel good, the things that we want, the things we're attached to, but also maybe we can appreciate just everything else as well, the things that challenge us, the things that help us to grow. Inhale. Exhale. We need the resistance. We need resistance to grow. We see this in nature all the time, breathing in and breathing out. So we just give ourselves a chance to really appreciate and acknowledge everything that is. And feel that. And allow ourselves to enjoy that for a moment, for a few breaths, and feel that in our bodies. Inhaling. And how this impacts on our energy. One more. Scooping up now everything we may need to be our shiniest, brightest, best, which is all there, in the seed, in the bud, in the bulb, whatever you want to look at it. It's all there, that potential. We'll just connect with that for a moment. Imagine the bulb really is in the heart center. So having the hands there in the prayer position, just in front of the heart is just being pulled towards that connection. Close the eyes and just feel, how's my heart? What is in this little bulb, this seed, this bud? Yeah, what wants to be expressed? the unsung song. Yeah, good. Appreciation and gratitude. Ground slowly and with a bit of effort. So just again, checking your feet, feeling them, lift the toes, place them down, lift the heels, place them down. Inhale, lift the hands in front of you, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, sitting back into the comfy seat. So we're just going to counteract that by reaching forwards. You'll feel this. You need to feel this in your abdominals as well as your legs and your butt. And you keep doing that, breathing in and out the whole time, and then catch yourself when you need to. That's worth the effort because it felt good when it stopped. So we just bounce the knees up and down a little bit. The feet to the bottom of the mat so that when we lie down, we've got the whole mat. So stretch the fingers towards the toes, slowly lowering down, breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Slowly as you can, breathing in and out through the nostrils. And then laying the body down. As if it's some precious thing, we're laying it down, this body. And when you reach the ground, just appreciating this body and the ground. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. And just feeling the impact of your efforts already. Inhaling, lifting the back off the ground, exhaling, pressing the back into the ground and drawing the knees up to the chest, having a little rock and roll side to side here. And ease things a little bit now. Just make it really easy and enjoyable. Take the hands around the front of the knees and we're going to breathe in, take the knees away, make space between the body and the knees, or thighs rather, and then exhaling, draw the knees in, lifting the head up towards the knees. So even feeling your tailbone is lifting off the ground, we're getting so small and curved. Inhaling, flattening the back to the ground and the head returns to the ground. Exhaling, drawing the knees in. So we're just moving and breathing, trying to keep our mind focused on the coordination, steadiness, and smoothness of this. And really, the key really is to keep the mind focused on the breath, and the breath is coming in and out through the nostrils. And we slow that breath down by slightly constricting the throat. In yoga, we call this the ujjayi breath. Sometimes people call it the ocean breath because it sounds, when you do it, it makes the breath more audible. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's more audible to yourself at least. Inhaling. There's a slight constriction on the throat. The same position your throat will make if you are saying sa or ha in that way. The throat slightly constricts. It just creates less space for the air to come through, so it slows the breath down. When we slow the breath down, everything slows down. We become calmer, more peaceful, more relaxed. So nothing wrong with that. And if you want to, let's make it a little bit longer. Let's extend this. So as your knees come away, you can let go of them. Take the arms above the head. And let your knees go as far away as you feel is okay for you. And what does that mean? What I mean is, what's okay for you is that you can really keep the back glued to the ground. So if that's here, great. And then come back into this little leg or this little bud. Inhaling, taking the arms above the head, taking the knees away as far as you want. You can take them right far away. If you can keep that back glued to the ground, it needs a lot of abdominal strength to go completely straight. And you're keeping the legs off the ground as well. Inhaling, exhaling. But you don't have to do that full extent. You can just keep it quite, you can stay with this. As long as you make yourself very small, lift the head off the ground. If your neck is okay, of course. Otherwise, keep your head on the ground. Always avoid anything that's painful or is going to, do you damage. Don't do it. This is not yoga. This is kind of like some horrible kind of boot camp. Inhale. Exhale. And hug the knees. And again, have a little rock and roll. And something very nice and ease-making is hips, take a lot of impact. And I think one area that really always needs a lot of attention. So we're going to hug the knees in first of all. Hands one on top of each kneecap. Inhaling, take the knees away. Exhaling, let the knees fall away from each other and come back into the body. So we're drawing two separate circles with the knees, and they're going away from each other. So the inhale, we're making space for that, for the body, and as you exhale, you're drawing them in, using the nose to breathe in and out of. So really releasing, taking time to let the knees fall out to the side before they come back to the body. Inhaling and exhaling, taking your time, closing your eyes even, why not enjoy yourself? Coming back in. And then change direction. So we start with the knees together, but away from us. Inhale, then exhale, squeeze the breath out as they come into the body, then open the knees up, inhaling, exhaling. Try and let the feet come away from each other. Disconnect the feet from each other. Inhaling as the knees come away, exhaling. You're keeping your head on the ground, of course, during this, so the back is fully supported. You're not having a cushion if you want to, or a block, particularly if your neck is out of alignment with your spine. So if you find when your head's on the ground that your chin is lifted like this, you need to put your head on something. So it brings the neck into alignment. Hug the knees, push the heels to the ceiling, lift the arms to the ceiling, and let's rotate the wrists and ankles all at the same time. Find that spiraling, flowing, natural feeling in the body, and then rotating in the other direction. It's like you feel the nature in your body. Now you look at the trees and see them sort of gnarly, twisted, curled shapes and patterns, and the leaves. Just feel that sense in your body that you have that in the body. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks. Do a little moving bridge for a second. So, feet hips width apart as well. Palms flat down, chin tucked in, tightens the chest. Use the inhale, really feel, you can use your pelvic floor here. So as you inhale, you're lifting, you draw the pelvic floor up and you lift from that point. And then you roll down the spine, from the top of the spine down to the base as it hits the ground there. So we're getting that lovely snake-like spine. Try and keep the thighs steady. So we don't want them moving out of the position they're in. They're lifting up, of course, but they're not kind of splaying or coming together. What I mean is the space between the knees is staying very even. Inhaling, exhaling. And you can ensure that, of course, by placing something between the knees. It could be that you put a ball or a block. It's quite a good thing to put there. And that there's almost a feeling of squeezing on the thighs to keep that position, because they do tend to want to splay or come together, depending on how you're built. Opening the chest. Maybe you going a little bit higher each time. So it's the last bit of effort, really. So just enjoy that expansion and spaciousness you're giving your body through the movement, your intention, your breath. Let's go one more up and down. Inhale, open, knees going away, chest coming towards your chin, and then rolling down, softening everything, rolling, and then hugging the knees. And have a little rock and roll again. Rocking and rolling, side to side there. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, further away from the buttocks now and as wide as the mat, just to ease out now. The back will do an easy lying twist. Take the arms out to the side, palms flat down. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, let the knees fall down to the left. The head goes over to the right. Very simple little lying twist. Inhale, knees come to center. Head comes to center. Exhale, knees go down to the right. Head goes over to the left. So we're just moving and breathing. Inhaling. Exhaling. Moving and breathing. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathing in and out through the nostrils slowly and smoothly. Movement is slow. Close your eyes and feel the release and the ease. Notice how you feel. How is your energy? Notice any difference you feel now from the beginning. And just enjoy that out breath and that ease and that release that your body is feeling. Good. Bring the knees to the center, the head to center for the last time. If you feel like you want to give a knees a nice little squeeze, give them a squeeze. Always feels nice to do that, and then let the feet come to the ground and slide the legs away, coming into Shavasana. You want to cover yourself with a blanket or a shawl, please do. I'm going to come into a relaxation now. So, time. You want to put any socks or anything on, make sure you're warm and comfortable. Otherwise you won't be able to relax. Okay, eyes closed or closing now. Breathe into the nostrils. Let's release anything that we don't need. Out through the mouth. Oh, let it go. So releasing and letting go so that we can create more space for ourselves, more space for the flow of energy, more space for all the things that we want, our desires to have space to come towards us. Yeah, increasing this flow. And that's with our breath. And then just let the breath soften completely, let it go. So just letting it take care of itself, breath coming in and out through the nostrils, taking care of itself, taking care of you. Soft and easy like a sleeping baby. How peaceful, and relaxed and trusting a little tiny baby is when they're asleep. Completely surrendered. Just see if you can just get a sense of that surrender. Giving your body to the ground, softening completely. Just letting go of all the tension, all the holding, all the constriction. Just for these couple of minutes, just really see, allow yourself to relax. See what happens when you just give yourself permission to fully enter into a relaxed state. And this is where the healing and the learning and everything happens. We cannot do these things if we don't actively relax. So just really give it that importance. Feeling your breath, so you have a point of contact, feeling the breath coming in and breath going out. If your mind is very busy, just keep bringing it back to that anchor of breath coming in, breath going out. Feel your body on the ground. Keep allowing your body to soften, melt into the ground. Know that you are held between the earth and the sky. Know that you are loved by this universe. Know that you are cared for and looked over by all your allies and ancestors. Held, loved, supported. So we're coming back to the day with hopefully a lighter heart, more relaxed body, a more expansive being. So just slowly, take your time. I want to hold or at least contain some essence of this feeling, hopefully this yoga glow, if you like. So slowly open your eyes, slowly move, slowly stretch and breathe a little deeper. Yeah, when you're ready, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Slowly coming up to seated in your own time. Breathing. And then when you find yourself back to seated, and then we're just looking around your space, appreciating your space, all the comforts, all personal items, the energy. And then we also feel a sense of ourself in this space, so this body, feeling the body, feeling appreciation and gratitude for this body as it is right now, as it is right now. And then rub the palms together. We make some heat and energy between the palms of the hands. And we give a bit of this fire and energy to the heart center. So this is where I think it will be a good place to focus our energies. Anytime this week, when you feel a bit low or not very energized, very tired, then just bring your mind, your focus, your attention to your heart. Maybe close your eyes for a moment, just touch your heart. May I be well, may I be happy. May I be liberated. And also wishing well to all of those that we know and love, all of those we don't know, and even those who aren't so easy for us to love. This is the extended practice, okay? But anyway, bring to mind your sankalpa. Maybe you have an intention for this year. So with your eyes closed, just focus on that. Just focus on that. An intention or a resolve, resolution, whatever you want. Say it to yourself a few times. Allow that beautiful heart center to feed that and nourish it. Good. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for being here. And thank you for your practice.